Hi guys, so this is my girls as well. So this is my day one, and I have recorded one Google BigQuery video where I have shown you six queries, six different ways to utilize BigQuery, and now I'll be showing pandas as well, how you can utilize pandas for data manipulation and also to like start like after you have a data frame, you can use pandas for filtering, extraction, manipulation, and on different columns. So like after pulling like 1 GB or 2 GB of data from big data is basically data which is of size 2 million or 10 trillion, those kind of records. So it is big, and it is live streaming, and it is a sensitive data sometimes if it is financial data, and also if it is healthcare or biomedical data. And so to extract some insights from this kind of data or this kind of data frame, then you'll need to know how to utilize the pandas. And I'll be showing you how I've written some queries on my day one. So this is my day one day challenge, code challenge, which I have taken up to improve my coding skills and also to be doing live projects. So I've utilized the Kaggle notebook, and I have created a custom data frame, and to actually explain how pandas is utilized. So this is a Hyderabadi on the go data frame which I have created, and you can use the display function to see your df2. And this is quite interesting data frame, and this is areas which I have lived, and these are the climates which I have seen, and these are my favorite hotspots which I have traveled: KFC, PVR, Soft Eden, Greenstone, like that. And my Ramzan favorite spots and my like best tourist places that I keep visiting in Hyderabad. And this is my different modes of travel. First is air, then metro, local train, cab, car, share auto, whatnot. Okay, and I'll be showing you normal functions where you can filter data, sort data, count data using functions in Panda. And so I wanted to see if there are any transportation where bus is there, and I very rarely travel by buses. So there were no rows or columns. So, and another thing is when you are loading data using dictionaries, then usually when you read as Excel, then there is no mandatory requirement that uh, all the like columns should be same. Like if I have here 10 columns and if I have here 11 columns in the dictionary, then while forming the data frame, then it will not take. Or sometimes you have to pass wherever missing values there, you have to fill with some kind of spaces or numbers, like that, while creating the data frame. And so query is utilized to see to query. So uh, I wanted to see if hotspots are there, where KFC is there, and there was one column where I'm printing. Here I wanted to experiment to see if actually how does it print. Is it same as display? And I wanted to we have only a characteristic data or string data, but we do not have any floating or numeric data. So I'm inserting one column for favorite, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, favorite score, like the most favorite column number. So I inserted random 8 values, and I'm trying to use keys like greater than, less than in this. And you see greater than, equal to 7. You can also use greater than, less than, or not equal to, like that, with the exclamation mark is equal to. And there's another interesting thing that I have noted was I also needed another numerical column to compare two different columns, and I have inserted another column called tourist score to give the favorite touristic location score, and these are random values which I have given. And I found out, like, after comparing, the best tourist places I have listed was Shag House, Nilofer, Pista House, and Mehfil. Mehfil is not correct. I have not visited it so many times. I don't order from there. Anyways, now let's see if there is some climate in Hyderabad where summer is not there. And these were some of the columns where not condition can be used. And also, we wanted, like, instead of saying for is equal to, can I use like here, or can I use contains, or something like how SQL mein banta hai, like that. And I want to see areas where pet is there in Hyderabad. So we have so many places in Hyderabad where Hakim Pet, Begum Pet, Coca Pet, like that, Mir Pet, different pets are there. So Nagars and pets are there in Hyderabad. So I have inserted two pets here, Coca Pet and Begum Pet. So I found two records and entries. And for functions, I have written nunique function, absolute function, to see negative values as well as positive values. And I have not added -3 +3 or any random values here while filtering out. So ABS function is absolute value function, where you can see the positive and negative values of a number. Like, suppose if I have 8.7523, then I can see it as 8.7. And so sometimes when you use round and you give floating value precision to 2 digits or 2 decimal places, then you can say 8.72, like that. And there are some other functions also, like seal, floor, like that, statistical functions to see the upper limit value or the lower limit value. And I wanted to see what are the unique values. By unique values, I want to see, like, column names in this one. So column names are favorite, tourist score, area, climate, hotspots, like that. Okay. And if I want to see, like, what are the unique columns in that particular column, then it can be done like this, dot value counts. Then you get the count as well. Like, if you pass axis is equal to 1, then you get just the score of this. So this is 0 and this is 1. Yes, it's 12:30 in my place. It's too late, but I want to do my day 1 challenge, so I'm completing it. There are only few records. Samyukta, I can do it. So filter columns containing specific values. So if I want to see if like, these are string functions, so like contains and is equal to, and starts with, ends with, in, like transport, in, car, airport, means you'll get car and airport here in the transport column. And not in, like, climate should not be cool, rainy, weather, winter, snowy, because already it's very rainy outside now. It's raining now also since last 2 days. So I don't want to see cold weather now. I want to see hot weather. So these are, but summer is here. So there is some default because I did not mention here. So I want only this one. I don't want windy, dewy. Autumn, okay. Drought, okay. I can eat ice cream. Floods, no, not okay. So I should remove it. So how will I remove it? I can use ends with or starts with to remove it. So e or contains, like that. So I've like hotspots dot string dot contains ends with value. So I wanted to compare 2 or more columns, and here have written multi-conditional sampling, where I'll be comparing more than 1 or 2 columns here. And see, when you're using the queries clause, then you usually try to give 1 or 2 tuples, and your results appear here. And you can use clauses like comparative clause like and, like this symbol, or symbol, which is a line. um, and these two symbols work very well, and or, less than, greater than, and other logical operators as well, but you cannot write and or. So, and another thing I observed was, when we are using multiple clauses, then you have to enclose it in this round brackets. And also sometimes you can give the column names like this at the end when you're using LOC, and or even here df2 of area or climate. But I don't want to work on just these four columns, but I want to have results of the complete data frame. The complete data frame, and later I wanted these four columns. So this is how you filter at the end. And I wanted to see if there is any location where my favorite score is greater than 5 or 3 or 2, and also had another condition where string contains E. So my string here hotspots contains E in the Thea, and cream it's E. So one thing I have recognized here is I try to observe is you can't give more scores here, and you have to keep playing with the data here. You should have patience while running these, because if you give a score like 8 or 7, and if there are no strings, then you won't get any records. If your sample size is very low, by the sample size I mean the df2 size, like if you have only 10 records, and if you give like many number of conditions, then sometimes you might not get results. So then you can change your operator here as or, and also you can decrease the numerical digits, or you can change your alphabets. Let's go to second one. So this is also the same, contains I dot values. See, one thing you can observe is in LOC you give square brackets and you don't give values here, but when you're querying you should give values here, and you don't need to give all this round brackets. You can just give it in single this double quotes. I was feeling very lazy, that's why I used df dot query several times here, but I wanted to practice, so I used another kind of methods as well. So you can see dot eval and dot loc and or operator, and df2 of df2 here again. And this is a basically internal filtering where you give two columns, or if favorite score is greater than 2.5 or tourist score is greater than 5 inside the data frame. So you read it from inside and you go outside. So that's how PySQL works. And I want to see how this works with strings as well, because I gave numerical integers here, and with strings it works well as well. बहुत अच्छे से काम करता है. And always I was checking for if it contains. What if it not contains? Because not equal to was not working, and equal to it was working, but not equal to exclamation is equal to it doesn't work with pandas when you're giving filtering. That is another thing, and this kind of sign works here. Exclamation doesn't work here, and tilde works here, and you have to give square brackets, not round brackets. And df2 query area not in hills, and not in. There is one error here. If you not error, but like SQL has a particular query where in where clause you can give percentile of hills, but here even if I give not in hills, you have to give the exact area like Banjara Hills or Jubilee Hills. But if you give just hills, then it will not work. You have to give this particular query like area dot string dot contains hills, like this, then it will give you exactly hills. or tilde of df2.area.string.contains hills, then you'll get areas where hills will not be there, and you get this gudas, districts, and pets and pallis. And I wanted to see favorite score wherever it is not null, but my bad. I did not insert any records where I kept it as null. I filled up all the records, so I got all the records. Even area was not null or tourist score was not null. I should have replaced it. I will do it next time. So that is the end of my video. Chalo yaar, 16 minutes ho gaye. If you have been till here, then thank you. And I'll be stopping it here. And this was my day 1 challenge. I have completed it. And I'll also paste the Kaggle notebook link below. If you have any doubts, you can ping me. And if you have any project ideas or any code error bugs, then you can also leave that in the comment section. And or kya, I'm planning that because this was a statistical or static data set, I want to utilize this for exploratory analytics and analyzing on live data in a Kaggle competition. So if you want to be my co-Kaggler who can motivate and also work with me on projects, then leave a comment, or also you can send me an invitation or invite or collaborator link on the Google in my Kaggle account. So be positive. Tata, bye bye. Good night. See dreams. Good morning. मेरे तो 12:36 हो रहा है. I have to go. Wind off now. चलो, bye bye. Good night.